everyone. Happy Thursday. Some days I just don't even know what day it is. Welcome. I was like a smidge early, so I will wait and see if people trickle in. But hi, good morning. Let me scoot this over. Hi, everyone. Hi, we're in the studio. I say we like there's people here. It's just me. And it's not because Becca and Anna are just too good to be here. This place is a construction zone. I'll talk a little bit about that until more people come on. I did go live early just to make sure that the kinks are worked out from not being here for several weeks. I just wanted to make sure that everything was working fine. Jen said, holy moly, that's a big goose. Elsie, she didn't hear that. It's okay. Shh. Don't let her be mean to you, Elsie. It's okay. You're a perfectly decent sized goose. No, I'm joking. So we're going to be talking about the concrete goose today and just kind of chit-chatting, updating you guys because this house is getting some work done. I don't even think I've told you. I'm not sure if I have. We had a tub and small stand-up shower combo in the master bathroom. And this is our forever home, by the way. You'll never get rid of us here. It's a gorgeous house on the lake. We are making it our perfect forever home, which is phenomenal and a dream come true. So with that being said, we're gonna be redoing the shower. We're getting some cabinetry, some more storage in the laundry room. I'm adding some pocket doors because guys, I don't know why doors annoy me so much, but doors kill me. Anyways, Dawn Little, good morning. I think this is the first time catching you guys live. Dawn, welcome. This is not our classic content, okay? I'm so sorry. We have a construction zone going on at the house that we have our studio in, and things have been a little off kilter, and we want to thank you guys for your willingness to go with the flow here. Also, my hair is so long that I can't even style it. Like, it's so long. Anna is going to be cutting it because we go on a family cruise vacation in 7 days. So a week from tomorrow, 8 days, 7, I don't know. So Anna's going to be cutting it for me. This is the longest it's been by far since I got my pixie cut like 3 years ago. And it is killing me. I've been using headbands just to keep it out of my face. It's killing me. So I can't wait to cut it, but I can't even style it. Like there's no product in it right now because every time I add product, I can get it to look good for like 5 minutes and then it just falls flat. So excuse the hair as well. Charlie is asleep upstairs. I came not too long ago because I didn't want him to have a chance to fall down holes or start using power saws or anything because this place is a wreck. And Becca offered to come. I said, stay away with your kids. I do not want the kiddos to get hurt. And if it is not something they can get hurt on, it's wrapped in plastic and taped. Like even the kitchen island is wrapped up in tape. They're having to patch some drywall. It's a mess. It's a mess. It might not be a bad idea to actually go live and just show you guys what it's going to look like. But thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Okay, welcome. Welcome. My name is Rachel Webb, and we're going to be chit-chatting about Elsie, Miss Elsie today. Miss Elsie is a solid concrete porch goose or lawn goose or yard goose. There's a lot of different synonyms that you can call her, but I named her Elsie before I even got her. So that's what her name is. You guys know I like to gender things anyways, him and her and what else. So this is Miss Elsie. She was sitting outside on the front porch here and I had to drag her down here, which was not an easy feat, especially with my PTSD from getting a hernia from picking up the large heat press that we have. And Miss Elsie weighs more than that heat press does, so I was a little bit nervous. But no, she's fine. I was fine. She weighs 72 pounds. If Becca's on live, she can tell me and make sure that I've got that right. 70-something, 72, 76, 70, I think it's 72. She got on a scale with her. Not this one. She has her own. Same thing. We bought them the same exact day. They're the same exact concrete mold, all that good stuff. So I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit about porch geese because the once really popular, you can't say viral for something that happened in the 80s. That wasn't a thing. Popular. The super popular thing that started in the 80s is back full force, but not all porch geese are created equal. Not even a little. So depending on what itch you want to scratch or how authentic you want to be, there are different avenues that you can take with your porch goose. So everybody continue to let me know how things are going. Guys, it's cold here. It's 38, the high's 47, but we're not going to see that. We're not going to see that. All of the tile for the bathroom came on Monday, and the guys haven't been here. Now it's been, the weather's been rough. I'm sure they have other jobs to do. That is fine. But I came and wanted to drag all of that tile in today. Well, all of the boxes for the tile, now the tile's fine, it's tile. It's gonna be in a shower, so it's gonna get wet. I'm not worried at all about the tile being wet, but I tried to move it all in the garage and the boxes were just disintegrating and falling apart and water was pouring all over me, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this for the professionals because wet tile that are super heavy and they're none of them are attached together. They're all like loose, and I'm like, if even a couple of these fall and we don't have enough for the shower, I can't. So I'm gonna let the professionals do that. Anyway, so the construction workers are not here today, which is why I was like, I'm going to zip in and do a live back in the studio because I've missed you guys. Sweet and Sassy says, I've missed the O&L crew. We've missed you too. We've missed you. Yeah, so porch geese started in the 80s, actually in Ohio. We can narrow it all the way down to Ohio. Early 80s is when people were seeing them, and people loved them, okay? They were mostly painted super classic colors. So you've got the white body, the green base, orange feet, orange beak, classic, just the classic goose colors. Or I guess that's not a classic goose. Whatever, you know what I mean. When I think of geese, I always think of those like a little less attractive, the gray ones, the geese, but most of them are, just classic. Then people started dressing them. They broke out their sewing machines and started dressing these geese. They are hilarious. Literally, the outfits for these, I can plug in my laptop and show you guys some of them. I can't, with the creativity and the hilarity that the porch goose outfits have gone to. They used to just be simple little ooh, she is cold from being outside, gosh. Like cinched elastic around her neck and then just kind of draped over. Now they have created arms for the geese that come out in these outfits and hats and wigs and accessories. And I mean, they have went crazy with these concrete geese. Let me look, because I took notes. You guys know I'm very detail oriented. I took notes. This is not a wing it. I planned this. They were most common in the Midwest, obviously, and they lost popularity about the year 2000. 80s and 90s, they were everywhere. Everyone had a porch goose or a yard goose or a lawn goose, whatever you want to say. Okay, they're all of the phrases are interchangeable, but it seems like now the popularity is with the term porch goose because it's harder to find the classic solid cement ones that can actually go outdoors, like in your yard, in your flower bed and things like that, because they're not all created equal. Now, because they've gained popularity, a lot of people have created them for much cheaper, with much cheaper materials, with, I don't want to say worse. I don't want to say that because, and it's not about affording it, because I'll just go ahead and tell you, she was $70. That is not a lot of money for a solid concrete Porch Goose. And I've been seeing $70 to $100 is about what they cost. Now, concrete is not expensive, okay? If someone has the mold of the goose, you can pop these out. You're making killer money anyway, okay? So we found these at a lawn and garden center in Greenville, Tennessee. Now, there is a lot of places. I'm not saying you got to drive down to Greenville, Tennessee, okay? There are tons of places that you can go to find a classic, solid concrete Porch Goose. And that is 100% what I would recommend. There is a lot of other ones, but they are not all created equal in any way, shape, or form. So the classic, the timeless ones are solid concrete. The lesser ones are plastic, ceramic, plaster. You can buy those a lot of different places. They're online. I know Joann's has one. Maybe Michael's has one. A lot of online places. Guys, I don't love those. Number one, they're hollow. They're completely hollow. If you leave them outside and a brisk wind comes, they flop over. Some of them aren't even heavy enough to hold certain outfits or costumes or accessories. They just topple over. Now, if you just want something simple and cute, or maybe a younger kid wants to get in on this trend and have one in their room or something, that is 100% the avenue that I would take. But if you're wanting a classic Porch Goose, you have to get a solid concrete one, okay? Fred, why are you here torturing me? If it's from Portugal, is it Portuguese? Then he said, sorry, I'll see myself out, LOL. Fred, I've missed you. How are you, Fred? As you can see, I'm alone. Your sisters have abandoned me. No, I'm just kidding. But this whole house is a construction zone, so I banned them from coming. Mostly the children, because they would get hurt. They would get hurt. Oh, Fred. My almost daughter-in-law has one of these. Well, Kevin and Penny, your almost daughter-in-law is a lucky gal. I pre-ordered my goose in October, okay? I've had my eye on a goose for a long time. I have just childhood memories seeing them, kind of loving them. When I first got married, we moved into our very first little trailer in our little trailer park. Our neighbor had a goose, a Porch Goose, and she would religiously change its outfits. I mean, it had sunglasses and wig. I loved it. I loved it. But I didn't even know where you could even get one. I kind of thought it was the thing where you had to find one antique, and that's about it. Like, you know, vintage, antique, that's it. Just get it and repaint it and whatnot. I didn't know they were still like manufacturing these, and I also didn't know they were such a hot commodity. So the lawn and garden center where we purchased ours, I called them in October and I was like, hey, you got any Porch Geese, any solid concrete Porch Geese? And they're like, we're gonna get some in several weeks. I'll take your name and number down. They had a literal list for people that called and was like, I've gotta have these geese, okay? So I think I was number like 8 on the list, which is nuts to me because it's not like they're gonna get 50 of these things in. But anyways, so I may or may not have been pestering the people calling, maybe once every 2 weeks. I'm not going to say like I called them every day and was like, where's the geese? They ended up calling and they were like, hey, your goose, she's here, ready to be picked up. So I was super pumped about that. And Becca was like, I want a goose. So Becca ended up, bless her heart, Charlie was sick at the time, sick. She ended up driving there for me, her and Wayne and the 2 littles, and she got her goose and she picked up mine for me. Her goose's name is Edna. She already painted Edna, and we were going to talk a little bit about that because I do have some of that stuff here on the table to just chit chat about if you guys want to get a concrete Porch Goose and paint it. So yeah. Penny said, now you have me wondering what hers is made of. Penny, I hope it's concrete. Again, unless you wanted it plastic. I mean, maybe someone is elderly or someone doesn't want to carry this thing around. I get it. But once she's painted, she's not going to be moving. I'm going to be setting her on the porch where I want her and not moving her. I will be changing her outfits, but I will not be moving her. She will stay put. And trust me, She's bottom heavy. Nothing's going to happen. No wind is going to take her down. She's solid. So let's see here. Where can you find them? I mentioned it. Lawn and garden centers. Let me look up the actual name because it was like nursery or something like that. And I'll tell you a funny story. My Mama B, my grandmother, is actually the one that was able to find this. She has always thrifted. She was one of the people who did a lot of like flipping. Like she would get furniture, paint it, distress it, flip it. She's very good at that. So she goes to thrift stores. She used to religiously all the time. And I texted her and I was like, Mama, I need me a concrete Porch Goose. Keep your eyes peeled. Because I thought she was going to find me a vintage one, like an older one or something like that. And here it is. The Garden Basket Nursery and Produce Market. This is in Greenville, Tennessee. The Garden Basket Nursery and Produce Market is where we found them. She texted me and she was like, I pass this one place in Greenville all the time. She sent me the link to it. I called, got on the list that day. Yeah, but you can find them places like that. Could you fill the plastic ones with something like rocks, water, or even concrete? Micah, yeah, you could if you wanted to. I mean, I'm sure you could drill a hole in the bottom because it is a mold. It's just a plastic mold. So it's going to be empty. You could fill it with whatever you wanted. My biggest thing about them is that they're not cute. They're mass produced, so they're mass painted, and they're not painted very well. Like it's almost like an airbrush, but it's kind of like light and like the coat isn't even, because I've looked at these with my eyeballs, okay? I did not like them at all. And I don't think it's just personal taste. Now, you get what you pay for. Those things are like 30 bucks, okay? But you can pay a little over double and get the actual concrete goose, okay? I would have paid $100 for her. That's what I was planning on paying, especially if it had been vintage or anything like that. I would have definitely paid that for her. Did they used to have plastic hollow geese that you could fill with water for weight? Jan, so I think you and Micah just yes, Micah said same brain. Well, I guess I'm paying more is better. Micah, I do think that because they're, again, they're growing in popularity, so the outfits that you're going to be purchasing aren't going to be as good quality, and the goose itself is not going to be as good quality if you get a lesser plaster, plastic, ceramic type of goose. You want a good, solid girl, okay? She's a solid girl, okay? I think we decided that she was 29 inches. The classic ones don't mind the water all over me from trying to drag those tile in. Yeah, she's 29. So the normal ones, oh God, are they 23? I think the classic, okay, back up, Rach. There's nothing not classic about this goose, okay? But I'm gonna say typical. I guess the old ones, the old school ones, are like 23 inches. So she's slightly taller than the average goose. But I would assume all of the outfits are going to fit fine. I mean, she's a little bit taller. I don't know if she's wider. We're going to buy some. Yeah, in this case, I would say you get what you pay for as far as the goose. Okay. Now they're all going to have imperfections. Okay, it's mixed concrete shoved into a mold. Okay, they're all going to have imperfections. That's what makes them stunning. That's what makes them unique. That's what makes them. That's what makes people want to have them. You know, that and to be able to dress them up, put wigs on them and crap. Are you kidding me? Sounds like a dream. Sounds like a dream. Good morning, Scott. Oh, I didn't text Kat. She told me she told me that weeks ago, and I don't think I have one time. Love you, Kat. She said, text me when you go live. And I was like, okay, because I don't think she's getting notifications very well, which leads me to a great point. If you're watching this and you're like, I've got to have more Goose content, I'm joking, by the way. If you just want to make sure you get notified when we go live or when we post pre-recorded content, make sure you're subscribing. That's completely free to do that, and it's a great way to support us. The best way to support us, obviously, is to grab a membership. There is a new Cricut machine out. I think there's two new machines out. The Cricut Maker 4 and the Explorer 4. We will be doing some content on our thoughts about these. However, if you happen to grab these new machines and you're wondering how to use them, we have a free course at Oak and Lamb to tell you everything you need to know about your machine. So what comes in the box, how to master Design Space, what all the mats are for, what all the blades are for, and if you need them. Words and verbiage that we use all the time that you'll need to know, like welding in Design Space and weeding and burnishing and braying. There's so many different, it's like a whole different language. If you're overwhelmed, you don't have to be, okay? At Oak and Lamb, we love to help you guys become confident and well-rounded, no matter what craft you are passionate about. So join, you can use the code LOVE, L-O-V-E, and get your very first month. I can never remember if it's $14 off or for $14. For only $14. You can get your first month for only $14. You can check out our cut files. You can go ahead, download, and watch that full, great, free to members course all about the Cricut. We have a great, I can't reach it right now, a great printable guide with everything you need to know. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. We would love to welcome you as a member. Kat said it's not 11:30 in Michigan yet. It's not 11:30 anywhere yet, Kat. Wink, wink. Yeah, I switched it to 11, okay? Cuff me, Kat. Take me away. Charlie was super fussy at like 10:40, and he was running around this construction zone of a house, and he was whining, and I'm like, are you tired? Yeah. I was like, okay. So I threw him in the bed to take a nap, and I was like, I'm switching this from 11:30 to 11. And going with it. But anyway, good morning. Boy, I'm really late. I guess I'll have to rewatch. Stacy, you're really not. This is mostly just a chit chat live. I wanted to come back to the studio space and make sure that everything is working properly and everything is going well. So we decided to go live. Again, I keep saying we. I'm by myself. But anyways, we're here and we're live. How much do they weigh? I already did mention this, but I'm glad I have my notes to back me up. 72 pounds is how much these 29-inch solid concrete geese weigh. That's not very light, okay? That's pretty darn heavy. I put some felt on her so I could spin her about. And we're gonna talk about this now, I guess. So will I have to paint my concrete goose? You absolutely will. This is Naked Elsie. Now, my biggest pet peeve about Elsie is her mold lines, okay? So these lines here, down her neck and down her side, and they kind of seamlessly transition with her feet, so I'm not worried about that. But her concrete mold lines bother me. Now, you can absolutely sand those down, Dremel those down, whatever. I think like a steel brush, you can get like a steel brush and just make those not as apparent, okay? Now, after you've sanded her and you got those lines where you want them, they don't have to be perfect, and the paint is gonna mask these really, really well. Great question, Megan. What's the best type of paint? The absolute best type of paint is a like premium exterior, outdoor, super durable type of paint. Now I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions. Do you have to prime this? You do not have to prime it, personal preference. Maybe if she's gonna be in the middle of your yard with no trees, full sun, you might wanna prime her and give her some extra love, but Becca actually primed hers, and she said she probably wouldn't have because it actually took more coats than she thought to have to cover up the white primer. Unless you maybe want to buy a primer that is close to the color of paint you're going to be using mostly. Totally up to you. Now we do, like I said, Becca has already primed, painted, and sealed her goose. So she can give some great tips and tricks on that as well. But I love the fact that you get to paint it yourself because you can make it the classic colors or you can make them colors that fit you and your style. I'm still bouncing back and forth to if I want the classic colors or if I want different colors because I thought it would be really pretty. Now Becca did this, but we all had the idea, so we're all stealing the idea, potentially, is gold beak, gold feet. Love it, love it, love it. And then I thought about doing her like a light gray or maybe a little deeper, not like charcoal gray, but gray. And then I was gonna dry brush her feathers to just give those a little bit of detail. And I was gonna do the bottom black, like a black or like a, I don't know, probably black. That's more my style, you know. So black, gray, pop of gold on the feet and the bill. I thought that would be gorgeous. But yeah, so you'll want some good premium outdoor paint. Obviously they don't make like a brushed gold in outdoor paint. Maybe they do. I don't know. Don't use spray paint on her, okay? Don't spray paint your goose. You can spray the sealer if you want to, but I still personally would rather brush it on to make sure that I'm getting a really nice, good coat with great coverage on my goose. Now, is it the end of the world if in 10 or 15 years you need to repaint it? Absolutely not. Your style has probably changed by then anyways. So yeah, outdoor paint, you can prime it if you want to, but you don't have to. You can even go as far as to get some of that concrete feel and fill in the little bubbles from the cast or the mold of the concrete. I have no intention of doing that. Again, I love her personality of being a tad imperfect here and there. And paint is going to hide almost all of these imperfections that you're looking at and you're like, ugh, so don't be scared. Hello everyone, I'm being really lazy today, slept till 9. Linda, you deserve it. You deserve it. I hope that you had a great night's sleep. I hope you slept and felt refreshed. My poor husband, Charlie, got, it was like a sinus infection, but like only here, like it wasn't, because you know sinus infections, you cut, you know, your ears will hurt and your head will, you know, so it got in his nose, Charlie's, and then it moved down to his chest, and then he was coughing up, you know, and then I got it. And I mean, when I'm talking, you couldn't even breathe out of, like completely clogged, okay? Then poor Jason got it, and Jason is an avid, obsessed CPAP user, okay? I couldn't be happier as a wife because not only does he not snore, the man doesn't make a single noise. He is like a log. Where he sleeps is where he sleeps. He doesn't even turn over. Now me, I'm like an alley cat that you threw in the bed wet, okay? I'm rolling, I'm tossing, I'm turning. That's just the way that I sleep. The man couldn't care less. But he has been unable to wear his CPAP since he's been sick. He finally wore it last night. He said he got such good rest, and so did I, not hearing him snore. And I'm like, I'm glad that you feel better because, oh, it's wonderful. So, Miss Linda, I hope you slept good. I slept good last night too. So did poor Jason. He's feeling better. Never sleep without my CPAP. Patty, listen, okay? When we had just started dating and he was like, okay, I have a CPAP machine. People think that that's like, you know, old people have CPAPs or people with sleep apnea. You have sleep, you know, there's this stigma, okay? It's like made fun of in movies and things like, listen, I love that CPAP. If we go anywhere, I'm like, don't forget to pack that CPAP. Pack that CPAP. He sleeps phenomenal with it and I sleep phenomenal with him quiet, okay? I do not understand how these women like do the earplugs and everything and are like, good night, honey, and just sleep through their husband snoring directly in their ear, like sawing logs. I could not do it. So, yeah, love me a CPAP. If I ever need one, I'll definitely do one. My dad needs one. I know lots of men, and everyone does. You know lots of men and women that need the CPAP, but they will not use it because, of course, there's a learning curve because it's literally blowing air in. To me, it would be horrific. I think I would die. But they are so phenomenal. They help us sleep and health, obviously, because if you don't know, normally you get a CPAP if you have sleep apnea, which means you are you're not breathing. It means periodically, depending on the severity of your sleep apnea, you will quit breathing in between breaths so many times a night. Now, usually they'll mark those like per hour, you know, like when you do your sleep study before they diagnose you and give you your CPAP and all that, they'll watch you. They'll hook you up to a ton of different stuff, and you'll sleep in this room and whatever, and they want to monitor your sleep, and you stop breathing X amount of times per hour, and then that's how they know if you got or if you need a CPAP machine or not. My daughter's hubby sleeps on the sofa because of his snoring. Wait, because of her snoring? Started during pregnancy, and he still hasn't come back to bed. My granddaughter's 7 months old now. Oh no. Jen said, nope, even with earplugs, I end up sleeping elsewhere if my husband is snoring at full volume. Guys, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I couldn't. I'm not bothered by my husband snoring anymore, but almost 21 years. Stacey, I'm sure that after 21 years with, Russ just snoring in my ear that I'd probably get used to it too, Stacey. Both my husband and myself use a CPAP at night. Wednesday morning between 3 and 3:30, I'm sleeping really good and the power goes off. Not good when you wear CPAP. Oh no! I didn't even think about the power outages at night. That has to stink so bad. But it also stinks if you get sick and you're not able to wear it. It's like you sleep worse on top of being sick, because a normal person, you just kind of can't breathe out of your nose and you just powering through. But someone that uses a CPAP that relies on that to sleep well, throw an extra added pain in the butt on top of that. Patty said, doctors and sleep study people would say, you don't look like you have, you don't look like a typical sleep apnea patient. I had it bad. Stacy said, I had mild sleep apnea and it's fine if I sleep on my side. I can't use a CPAP due to claustrophobia. Okay. Yeah, I am a belly sleeper. Belly sleeper. Of course, pregnancy was rough on me because after your first trimester, they tell you not to sleep on your belly. It was rough. I was so excited to get him out of there. Dawn said, we sleep in hammocks, which seems to eliminate snoring. What? What? Dawn. Dawn. New viewer Dawn. I have to know more about you sleeping in hammocks. Kat said, Dawn, this is intriguing. Do you have them hanging in your bedroom? I've got to know. I've got to know. Let me know. Anyways, we've kind of went on a little tangent here. I do apologize. So wire brush, so you can sand them down, you can grind them down, paint it with a really good outdoor paint. I would do 2 coats or really however many coats you want to do for it to look for the coverage to be as much as you want. Good quality sealer. So you can do a spray sealer if you want to, a couple coats of a good spray sealer, or you can do like a polyacrylic, polyurethane brush on. Whatever finish you want is fine. If you want it matte or glossy or satin, whatever you want, total personal preference. But I cannot wait to paint her. I think I'm going to wait till all the construction is done here and be able to paint and seal Elsie and put her outside. Yeah. Yes, they hang over our bed, so comfortable. Dawn, that is so interesting. Dawn, where did you learn about this? Where did you decide? How did you talk your husband into this? Let me know. Let me know. Okay, so you guys ask any questions that you might have about Porch Geese. The live content is pretty much over. I just wanted to chit chat about this amazing phenomenon that was super popular in the 80s that is very popular again. So if you want yourself a concrete porch goose, go hunting. Go on a little hunting trip for it, okay? Go on a little adventure. Start calling around lawn and garden and nursery and concrete places around your area and see what you can dig up. Now, my husband talked me into it. I sleep on my side and my back. Really, Dawn? When are you going to paint yours, Micah? Yeah, I think I'm going to wait till everything's done and be able to paint her. Mostly because I'm also not 100% sure of if I want to do the classic colors or do like boring colors. My heart says classic, but I don't know, because it is going to be on the outside of the house, and I don't know. I don't know if I want it to like fit the vibe with the little like, pops of gold and the gray and the black. That really fits the vibe of this whole entire house. Or if I want it classic. I'm like, I've wanted a Porch Goose. The ones I've seen were just classic yellow bill, or orangey yellow bill, yellow feet, white, green. What do you all think? Do you all think I should do it? I don't want to say trendy, because that makes it seem like, I don't know. That's definitely my style. Should I do it like that, or should I do classic? I'm definitely one of the people that appreciate how things started. I appreciate that when they were created, they were classic Geese colors. I like that. Let me know. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. And let me know if you guys have any questions about the membership, using that coupon code, about what we can do for you, how we can help you at Oak and Lamb. I'm not 100% sure when all of this construction will be done to be able to resume like classic lives at the classic times. That's kind of on the contractor and whatever they want, which is, we're not living here right now. We will come and move back in when David, our oldest, is out of school for the summer. We'll move down here, enjoy the lake, enjoy the dock with the boat and all that great stuff, be closer to family and friends down here, to be able to enjoy time with them and just kind of, enjoy. So really by then is when it has to be done. I'm hoping it doesn't take that long, because we miss you guys. We miss doing these types of lives, because if we don't use, and you guys might not know this, if we don't use our studio space here with our equipment, we cannot pre-schedule the live streams. So even though like any given week we know we're gonna go live, and we can post it on the Facebook group if you guys definitely want that. But sorry, I was reading comments and getting distracted, that's my bad. We will, the only thing we can do if we're not in studio using our equipment is just go live. There's no way to pre-schedule a live stream, because we're using our phones, which is, it stinks, it sucks, it really does, because you all don't get a good heads up on that. But just bear with us a little bit, and I appreciate you guys so much. We'll be back to our usual content, usual usual studio space before you guys can even blink. We'll be back. I know this was a Becca thing, but can we get more DTF talk on how to make gang sheets on Illustrator? Gracie, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to actually screenshot your comment right now so that I can bring that up to her, because we love to get ideas from you guys on what you would like to see, what you guys want, training or Q&As or tests on. So yeah. Micah, that's exactly what you need to do. Go ahead and send us an email, or you can Facebook message myself, Becca, or Anna, and we will help you as well. Yes, please, Micah. I've missed something. What are you having done? Miss Stacy, we are having our master bathroom shower done. We had a small stand-up shower and a tub combo. I don't take baths, never have, and there's 3 other bathtubs in this house. So we decided to knock it out, which actually Becca has our bathtub. She took it when she moved into her new house and had it installed, which is great. I love that our bathtub got brand new life and a brand new home. And yeah, they're knocking out the shower, making it what used to be just the shower, and the tub is going to be all shower, which is like a dream of mine. We're having 2 separate shower heads, 2 rainfall shower heads, 2 huge windows, because I don't know about you guys, I love natural light. I love showers with windows. I don't know, but we're completely private around here. It's not like neighbors are looking in. The wall that the shower is on faces the lake, so I did not want to frost them. I did not want to get like that. I wanted to be able to just see clearly outside. I love our view, so I definitely want to enjoy that. So we're getting 2 huge windows. Yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. I'm so excited. And I did mention this is Gmail address still. The website one wasn't working. Yes, Kat. So definitely. Or like I said, message on Facebook. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. Yeah, so we're getting that done. This is their forever home, so we're making it ours slowly but surely until it's exactly what we want, which it didn't need a lot to get there. We're basically doing it all now. I hate doors also. Doors kill me, so I'm adding some pocket doors around the house in the laundry room and the master bathroom and things like that. They're patching up some drywall and adding some cabinetry in the laundry room. There was zero storage in that laundry room. We had one wire cheapo rack on top of the laundry, on top of the washer and dryer, and that's it. It's how it's been for going on 3 years. And I'm like, I want cabinets. I want drawers. I want a countertop. I want to be able to put an ice maker in here. I want to have a ton of outlets. Oh gosh, guys, I got the outlets, like the outlets that have the USB and USB-C plug-ins. I feel so fancy. We picked those out at Lowe's a couple weeks ago. Love those. But anyway, we're just doing a little bit around the house. We had it on the schedule in November, and our contractor, who's actually a family friend of mine, was able to get around to it a couple weeks ago whenever they started. So we're at the mercy of them, which is fine. We're thankful for them, thankful for the work they're doing. Yeah, so let me know if you guys have any questions. Do any of you cruise? Kat's gonna be like, dear Lord, Rachel, you're beating a dead horse. I've asked Kat, I've asked everybody. Who cruises? Who goes on cruises? This is my very first cruise in 1 week. Very first cruise for me and for the toddler that we're dragging on. It is a Disney cruise. I am so pumped. I keep telling Charlie we're going on a huge boat with Mickey Mouse, okay? I'm excited. I'm packing really light, which is not like me. I'm an over planner and I usually like to overpack, not really even clothes. I overpack odd things. I overpack things that I think we'll need, but we never will need. And I haven't done that. I've really done good at saying, pack what you would need. It's a 5-night cruise out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We're flying from here to Florida. The flight is like 45 minutes. It's the easiest flight in the world. So let me know if you guys cruise, if you like cruising, if you think we'll enjoy it. I get car sick, but I haven't gotten sick on any boat I've been on before. Okay, now I know that a cruise ship is a totally different ballgame, but I know it's humongous. Some people say you can't even feel the ship moving. Some people say that the curtains are swaying and they get sick. So I have no idea what to expect, which is not my forte. I want to know what I'm getting into, and it's so hard for me to not know anything. So take the rest of this time, guys, to please tell me if you think I'm going to like this cruise. Some essentials that I do not need to forget. Okay. I got an over-the-door organizer, like that's for shoes, before all of our stuff. We have the magic bands, the Disney magic bands that are gonna unlock our room door and we can pay for stuff and all that, so we don't need to wear a lanyard with our key card. Let me see. There's no drink packages on a Disney cruise, which I'll have Charlie and have to be like laser focused on keeping that boy alive and well, so I'm not gonna be drinking anyways, but for my parents that are going and my sister and brother-in-law that are going and you know, my husband Jason, I'm sure they would love that. But there's no drink package on a Disney cruise. And they're expensive, which you're overpaying for Disney, but I have heard that it is worth it. I've heard that Disney really goes above and beyond as far as like kid-friendly and accommodating and things like that. So let me know if you guys have been on a Disney cruise or any cruise. Let me read. Oh, Gracie has. You're going to love it. He will love it. Yay, Gracie. I've been on one and want to go on more, Stacy said. It will be so good. I'm so excited for you guys. Thank you, Gracie. We've been on 35 cruises. Linda, do you do anything else other than cruise? I'm jealous. Kat said, is this the one with the girls and families going to? Kat, no. So that is just for the Myers family. That will be next year for like some anniversaries and some birthdays joined together for the twins and their family. They're going on an Alaskan cruise. We are going, it's spring break week for our oldest who's in high school. So we're going that week. We'll have him, Charlie, Jason. My parents, my mom and dad are coming. I'm super excited. And Jason's sister and brother-in-law, they're the best. But Charlie's the only little going. So there's 6 adults, 1 teenager, and Charlie. Charlie's never been on a plane. He has been to the airport before, but he's never been on a plane. We've never been cruising. Jason and David have cruised. Now, it was 6 years ago. I forget what some carnival cruise, I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. Don't ask me, I'll get it wrong. But anyways, I've never cruised. My parents have never cruised. Jason's sister and brother-in-law have cruised. So it's like a mixed bag of people who've cruised and people who have not. I love cruising, Linda says. Daisy has cruised. Patty said, I watched the movie Titanic. I just can't do it. Patty, I think it's a little bit different nowadays, Patty, but that's okay. Stacy said, I get seasick too. I did okay on a 7-day cruise. Felt the ship turn, but didn't feel much else. That's really good to know. Gracie said Dramamine. I have it, bought it. Less drowsy, Dramamine, have it. My daughter-in-law drugged my son on a Disney cruise and they loved it. Dawn, oh wonderful. I'm so glad to hear it. We did a Disney cruise and I loved every minute. It was at the end of the pandemic, so there were half the number of people that would normally have been there. Oh, Penny, I bet that was a dream. I wish it was still at half capacity. I wish it was. It totally is. I would go Disney all the way for the experience. I love to hear this. Daisy, was the Disney cruise expensive? Yes. Yes, it was. For the 5-night cruise, leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, just the room was like $6,500. And then, of course, Disney. You add on things. You get we got ground transportation added on. The other people are doing some excursions, which are added on. I'm getting a massage done. I've had 1 massage in my life. Tanner Bell bought it for me for my birthday working at Maker's Gonna Learn. Bless you, Tanner. So I'm getting my 2nd massage ever. I loved it, loved it. So I'm getting a massage. I'm really excited. So it is expensive, but it depends on how long of a cruise you go on, where you're leaving out from, which cruise ship you're on. We're on the Disney Dream. But yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. But I've heard it's much more expensive for a Disney cruise, but that it is worth it. And everybody I've heard, even you guys on here, are saying the same thing, which makes my heart super happy. I've been on 4, but never with my kids. Yes, so Christina, I was hoping to go on my first cruise by myself, not by myself, without Charlie, to kind of scope it out, see if he would like it, see what he would do. But we're diving in. We're just diving in head first here. Bring magnets to help hang things. I've heard that, like those little magnetic hooks. Got some of those on Amazon. Even though I live in South Florida, I've never been on a cruise, but I know people decorate their doors. Yes, we have bought some magnets for our doors. My mom is in like 6 Disney cruise Facebook groups. It is so embarrassing, okay? It's so embarrassing. During the flight for Charlie, make sure he is eating, drinking something so his ear doesn't get plugged. Oh my gosh, I didn't think about that. Gracie, you are so smart. I'll take him a pack of gummies or some juice or something to make sure he's chewing and getting those ears popping. That's super smart, Gracie. We need to chat. I'm a travel agent. Let me send you some free items to help prep for Charlie. Gracie, I wish you could. I don't know if we'll get him in time. We're leaving in a week. I didn't know you were a travel agent, though. That's so much fun. I'll get with you next time. Gracie, I wish I knew. I regret not hiring a travel agent for this. We have had to Google so much stuff. Now, we're like fine. We're self-sufficient. You know, we can do it. But travel agents, they've done it so many times, like frontwards and backwards. I feel like they can just help with like the backdoor things that we were not able to do as quickly as we wanted to. Anyways, I would love to do a Disney cruise. So I've always wanted to go to Disney. always. It's been a dream of mine to go to Disney World. I've never been to Disney World, Disneyland, anything like that. It's like scratching that itch for me is going on this Disney cruise. I feel like it'll be great. I'm super excited. Yeah, so I'll be sure to debrief you guys on everything. I'm excited for the food. I'm excited for Charlie to meet the characters. I'm excited for the family time. We are not buying the Wi-Fi. So we will be an unplugged family, and I'm pumped for it, okay? I'm pumped. I'm not going to sit here on my high horse and be like, I'm not addicted to my phone. I am, specifically TikTok, okay? It's a problem. I'm taking my Kindle. I'm going to download some books, and we are just going to unplug. I'm so excited. Oh, by the way, that was another thing. The Wi-Fi was literally like $34 a day per phone for decent Wi-Fi. They have like a baseline Wi-Fi that's like $15, but it's not really for streaming. It's like barely for texting. So like the high package that you'd be able to like stream on and really get on social media and enjoy yourself was like $34 a day per person, per phone. Nutso. And I'm like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're going to unplug. We're going to be an unplugged family. We're going to do a lot of talking, okay, a lot of eye contact. Charlie's going to go berserk without his Paw Patrol at nighttime. We're going to be fine. I'm so excited. Daisy said, OMG, you have to go to Disney World, Daisy. It's on my bucket list, okay? It's on my bucket list. Don't you worry. Would love to do a Disney cruise. I did a cruise around the Hawaiian Islands. Highly recommend. Oh gosh, I bet Hawaii would be phenomenal. If that flight wasn't so bad, it's like 16 hours from here to get to Hawaii. I forget how many layovers. There it is. I don't even think we'd ever get there. Plus, if we flew that far, we would have to stay for like 2 weeks to even make it worth the 25-hour travel day. We did the Alaskan Experience cruise and it was great. My kids from 12 to 5 years old all had a blast and totally kept them entertained. Disney cruise is next on my list. Oh, yay! Yay. Charlie will have way more fun in the kids' clubs. Gracie, this is why I needed a travel agent. I didn't know that you had to book the It's a Small World nursery beforehand. I thought you could just go like any of the kids' clubs and drop your kid off and let them have fun. It is completely booked out. Booked up solid, okay? Also, Charlie is not old enough to go in the kids' clubs. He will be 1 week away from being 3 years old, which is the beginning number of the age you can start going to the kids' club. So the only option for him was the It's a Small World nursery, and it's completely booked up every hour for the entire cruise. Now, of course, I know when we get on the ship, people might cancel or whatnot, because you do have to pay for it. You don't have to pay for any of the other kids' club. I know you know all this, Gracie. I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking to everyone. I know you know this. You're a pro. But booked up. Also, I think if you like the 3 to 5, I don't know what like the little one is, Oceaneer Club, I don't know, whatever. I think you have to be potty trained, and Charlie's also not potty trained. He is so ready though. That stubborn little child is so ready. Stacy said, just fudge it. He's 3. Stacy, I could, although I think we had to put his birthday on the app, so I think they can see that he's not. I don't know that though. He will be so tired at night. A lot of my clients' kids would not make it to dinner some days. Oh, that is the dream. Don't tell me that, Gracie. That is the dream for Charlie to literally play until he drops. Now, I know there's so much more fun things that we can do as a family on the boat, but I am a little disappointed that the nursery playroom is booked up, and I think you need to be potty trained in order to go to the other one, and he's not potty trained. Now, he's literally wetting like 3 diapers through a day. Like he's not wetting through. He's going through like 3. Like the kid is so ready. Every time I'm like, go pee in your little potty, he pulls his little diaper down, runs, goes potty. He'll even put the potty in the potty. He'll put his pee-pee in the big potty, flush it. Like he's a pro. He's just stubborn, okay? He's stubborn. Yes, Ray, he's about to be 3. I swear I feel like it was a couple weeks ago that you all were blessing me beyond belief at my baby shower, at my live baby shower. I was so spoiled. You guys are so good to me. Every time Charlie still uses something or reads a book or anything from something I know that one of my treasured members, you all got him, I love it. It is so special to me. Just know how much you guys have blessed me. Patty said, boys are hard to potty train. My brother took my boys out and fought them to pee on bugs. And then voila, they were trained. Patty, I'm dying. I've literally heard, keep your boys naked, make them go pee. Like when they have to go pee, they'll want to go pee. Or take them outside, make them pee outside. I've heard, so especially with boys, I've heard so much, okay? Stacy, so I would say like 3 months ago, which might have been too early, honestly. 3 months ago, I put Charlie in undies, okay? And I was like, listen, do not pee-pee in those. You need to go to your potty and pee-pee, okay? I sat his potty in the middle of the living room, put his underwear on, and I was like, if you need to potty, just stop, pull down your undies, and go potty. I mean, everything was there. I had this chart. I had a treasure box with treats and prizes and treasures if he would go pee-pee in the potty. Guys, this boy peed through 6 pairs of underwear in 3 hours. The amount of urine on my floor, I can't. Pure stubbornness, okay? Because the kid is so ready. He's so ready, okay? He's stubborn. Those boys are stubborn. Joyful Creations, hi. She said, time flies faster when you have kids. My son will be 14 in May. Our oldest will be 15 in June. I've known him since he was right before he turned 12. Let me tell you. It's like nothing prepares you. Like he is so like self-sufficient and mature, and then in other ways I'm like, you're like a baby. It's my heart, you know. David is he's so smart in school, and he is so bright, and he, you know, with his friends, and he's so smart, and I can see it. And then he does things like not put water in his mac and cheese in the microwave, and puts his clothes in the dryer but forgets to turn the dryer on. And you just think, you're like, okay, it's common sense, it's coming, okay? We got to rub those brain cells together, buddy. And then you've got the toddler who blows my mind on a daily basis with how smart and funny and mischievous and witty he is. Who in the world? A little tiny baby child has been on this earth less than 3 years and is already so smart. I'm telling you, these kids, the Lord, I don't get it. I don't get it, okay? I'm 26, that's it. And I feel like I have so much growing and learning to do. Charlie is 2.5 and almost 3. Feels like he's running the world, okay? I swear. Tell me about time flying. My baby just turned 20 on Monday. That is so hard. Stacy, I wish I knew you 20 years ago. I had the hardest time getting my son potty trained. He was almost 6 when he started going on his own. Ray, that's going to be me, okay? Especially number 2. I don't foresee that boy going number 2. And, okay, he knows when he needs to pee. He knows when he needs to go number 2. He will tell me, okay? If we're in the bathtub, if he's in the pool and he needs to go number 2, he'll say, Mama, I need to go poo-poo, okay? I'll be like, let's go to the potty. No diaper. I will see him on that toilet for 45 minutes. That boy will not go. I'll strap a diaper on him. He goes, hides in the corner and does it in 2 minutes. I swear. If someone makes a course about that, I'll buy it. My son is also very intelligent. He has all A's in school. He's in 8th grade, but doing 9th grade honors math. David is in all honors classes, okay? He is in all honors classes. He is smart as a whip. Okay, I told him the other day, I said, now I don't believe that you have to go to college. You can go to trade school. There are so many things that this world needs other than just college educated kids. I said, but with how easily school comes to you, how You barely have to open a book, like his photographic memory. He all A's. The kid is phenomenal in his AP classes. I'm like, it would be a shame for you not to go to college just with how easy school comes to you. Let me know if you agree with that or not. I wasn't trying to push him or anything, but I'm like, listen, you are just so smart. You could get a bachelor's degree in the blink of an eye and barely crack a book, okay? Anyways, I put my boys in underwear with a plastic liner over them. That is hilarious. Kept pee in and close to their skin and uncomfortable. Still, they are trained when they decide to be. So true, Dawn. They will decide, especially that. Other things you can kind of be like, okay, let's obey. You know, I'm the parent, let's obey. But you cannot force that child to release their bladder when you want them to, okay? You can't do it. You can't. You can wave a carrot, you can wave a treat, a prize, or something in their face, and you might coax them to. But if they don't want to, they're not going to. These kids. They do when they are ready. My daughter would hold it for hours if she didn't want to go. Once she decided she was ready, never had a single accident. Jen, oh my gosh. Anna said, Mom did the plastic liners over mine and Becca's at night. I'm still scarred. Anna, are you still scarred from the scooter accident? Anna, did you even tell them on that live? You went live the same day. Did you tell them about your accident? I know you. You had to have told them. You couldn't keep your mouth shut about that. How are you feeling today, Anna? Are you still sore? Anna, please cut my hair. Do you see my hair? Anna, look. Look, do you see? I could put it in a ponytail. I could have I'm miserable, Anna. She said you should see my knee. God, that hurts me. I know it stings like an SOB. Bless your heart, Anna. You think Becca would let that slide? No, I don't, Anna. No, I don't. I had my daughter trained by the time she turned 1. Okay, Ray. Okay, Ray. Okay. You can step off your high horse now, Ray. You can take your crown off since you're better than all of us. You know I'm joking, I love you, but I am so jealous. My niece, it didn't take long at all to potty train her. I do know that boys and girls are different. You would think that boys would want to potty train sooner because theirs is fun. They can aim that thing wherever they want to. You would think that Charlie would be like, it's a built-in water gun. But, you know, it's just me, you know. The kid is stubborn. But when he turns 3, which is going to be in just a couple weeks, April 5th is his 3rd birthday, we're going to do potty training. He's ready. He's a big boy. He's ready. And we're also going to cut the passy down to just nap time and bedtime. I had that done about a year ago, and then he got sick. And when you're sick, you just want comfort. I gave him his passy back, and the boy's too smart. Boys don't aim. No, they don't, Stacy. I'm making him sit to pee. That could be very, very controversial. I'm making him sit to pee. Now, if we're outside or something, he doesn't have to, but I'm making that boy sit to pee. I already wish that the teenager sat to pee because his bathroom, perpetual urine smell, okay? I've scrubbed the thing top to bottom. I've washed everything. I've wiped everything down. Perpetual pee smell. I say it 10 times a day. Boys are disgusting. Boys are disgusting. I'm surrounded. Even my bird. I'm the only female. I'm the only estrogen in that house. Bird, dog, kids, husband, I'm surrounded by testosterone. And let me tell you right now, boys are disgusting. But that's okay because I love them. They're mine. They're my boys. Brenda, I've never let him nature pee. I've never let him nature pee. I bet he would. I bet he would love it if I took him outside and I was like, pull your pants down, go nuts. Stacy said, I made my boys sit to pee. It's happening. It's happening. Because, it's really cute. They have those little urinals, those little baby urinals with like the spinny thing that helps him aim or whatever. I'm making him sit to pee-pee. I'm sorry. Ray said, I had the hardest time with my son, but my ex didn't help. He kept putting pull-ups on him when I used underwear. Exes are full of help and good ideas, Ray. I feel that. They sat until they were tall enough to pee in the big boy potty. That's so sweet. The dog always got The dog always got passies and bottles at our house. Like, the dog stole them? Help me. Guys, I could sit and talk all day. You know I could. I love doing that. But I probably need to go, okay? This was like a 25-minute everything you need to know about the Porch Goose, and then like 40 minutes of CPAP, cruise, urine talk. I'm sorry. I feel like that one of these was needed though, okay? Thank you guys for being so patient with everything. We will be back live in studio whenever we can. Until then, you'll see Becca live at her house. You'll see Anna live. You'll see me at her house. We're probably going to do some house tours, some other fun stuff. But thank you guys so much. Have a phenomenal day. Stay safe. Let me see here. Can you still make the blooper video? Yes, I am. I promise. I have all of the footage. There's probably a lot of burping, a lot of singing, a lot of cursing. I'll have to bleep out a lot for sure. But I hope you all have a phenomenal day. Thank you for being here for Chit Chatting. Subscribe if you haven't already. Join the membership. Now I have to really awkwardly flip the camera and turn my mic off and scurry over to stop the live stream. So I will. Thank you all. I love you so much. We'll see you later. If I could press the correct button. Bye, guys.